Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have another gnome Christmas card to share with you today. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's gnome dies along with their Merry Christmas Gnomie stamp set and outline dies, their gnome dies Christmas Add Ons 1, their border dies, and their border dies 2. And then that is the cute little Santa that I put together on the last release video for the gnome dies, the gnome assembly video, I guess. And I also used our odds and ends Christmas Magic and the 12 by 12 inch Christmas Magic from Doodlebug. So I have a piece of pure poppy cardstock from Paper Ink, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches, and I'm going to add a 4 by 5.25 inch piece of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock to the inside. Just giving myself somewhere to write. And then I'm going to add a strip of paper from that Christmas Magic 12-inch Doodlebug paper line. And I'm just going to trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors. There you have it. And then I have a piece of odds and ends. And this is a really great little piece because it actually spans the entire card on the inside. And I thought it was just kind of fun and a perfect use for it. So I'm just going to pop that on the bottom of this card. And just making sure that the ATG tape doesn't stick beyond the little odds and ends. And there you go. So it's kind of fun, right? And then I'm going to add the sentiment on the inside from that Merry Christmas Gnomie stamp set and outline dies. So there you have it. So that's kind of fun, right? There you go. Then on the outside, I'm going to add in a strip of paper from that Christmas Magic pad. And I'll measure it as I'm talking to you. It is roughly 3 inches wide. And I'm just going to stick that down to the center of this card base, or roughly the center anyway, with some HEG tape. And then I will, trim off the overhang. Of course, I didn't get it straight, but these things happen. So I did go ahead off camera and get that straight. And then I'm trimming off the overhang with a pair of scissors. And then you'll see that I cut out that striped papers from that Christmas Magic paper line from Doodlebug again. And I'm just going to add those to the edges of this strip of paper. That is the border dies. And I cut out that kind of candy cane pattern, which is kind of fun, that red and white stripe. And I'm going to add that to the two sides, trying to get them as even as I can. You saw that I was using that really thin score tape, which is kind of handy for these borders, right? You could have used glue though also, but I figured I would just go ahead and use that score tape. I'm just going to sort of try and get it straight and line it up, and then I will trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors as per usual. So there you have it. And then I'll, this is a really fast card. There we have it. So I have a piece of Paper Ink white cardstock that I cut with our border dies too. And it's kind of the cloud dies, but I'm using it for snow. And the piece is as wide as my card, my A2 size card base. So that's, 4 1/4 wide. And roughly, I don't know, at the highest point, I'm measuring it here as I'm talking to you, it's like 1 3/4 inches high, at the highest point. And I'm just going to cover the entire card across the bottom, and I will trim off the overhang, like I said, with a pair of scissors. There you have it. So now I have a nice little snow hill for Santa to stand on. So I'm going to add him to this card with some art glitter glue. And like I said, if you wanted to watch me put this Santa guy together, you can watch the October Gnome Dies Christmas Add-ons 1 and 2. I put those together for you on YouTube. So, you can just sort of watch along as I assemble. Everything that I used will be listed on my video for this. Now I'm adding on Santa with his little list. His skin was cut out of P13's stamping pad skin tones as per usual. And the gray and the cream colored cardstock is from American Crafts. There you go. So I'm just going to use my dimensionals here. I'm just using the edges, and I'm going to pop up the sentiment. It says naughty, nice, gnome regrets, and you can check off which one you want to use. So I'm just going to line that on the upper right-hand corner, and I'm pulling out my real red marker from, Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to check it for gnome regrets because I think that's kind of funny. And I pulled out 3 hearts. These are from those Doodlebug Christmas Magic odds and ends. And I'm just going to pop 3 of them onto my card, just, in a triangular pattern. And, it's kind of fun and easy, right? Just trying to decide where that last one's going to go. And there you have it. And using my reverse tweezers to get it in place. And there you go. So I'm taking out my Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10, and I'm going to add a few little highlights to these odds and ends from Doodlebug. And I'll do the same thing to the inside, right? Makes things look a little bit more substantial, adding a few little highlights, not following any rules, but, I just find that they just bring these little odds and ends to life a little bit more. And that little gingerbread on the inside is too darn cute. Then I'm pulling out my my Sakura black glaze pen, and I'm just going to dot the eyes so the eyes are shiny. I don't know if you can tell, but it adds a little bit of dimension and shine to his eyes. So now I'm pulling out Nouveau Crystal drops in Simply White, and I'm just going to add a few of these to my card, just for a little bit of shine. And why not, right? I'm not introducing a new color. That's, white is kind of like a non-color on this card already. So there you have it. And I will tap my card down to make sure that the Simply White Nouveau Crystal drops kind of dome. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team, the Jaded Blossom store, to get your hands on these amazing products. And thank you, as always, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you soon in the next one. Bye, everyone.